This video is sponsored by the Crazy Kings of Toys. Come visit their website and find out why they are so crazy.
Hello everybody, Tony Bears here again, and this is Off the Toy Shelf, a toy review show. And in this episode of Off the Toy Shelf, I'm going to be talking about El Dorado. Now, there's not that much to say about El Dorado because there's really not that much known about the character. El Dorado is Spanish for the Golden One, and is also the name of the mythological Lost City of Gold, which explains all the gold on El Dorado's costume. El Dorado is another character created by Hanna-Barbera to try to add more ethnic diversity to the Super Friends. El Dorado's costume reflects his Mexican heritage. For example, the gold armor he wears has Aztec symbols all over it. The color of his costume is a green and red, which is the same colors as the Mexican flag. And in my opinion, his costume looks similar to that of a luchador. All he is missing is the mask. Also, he would often use common Spanish words when speaking in the episodes, such as si, señor, rapido, amigo, and stuff like that. According to his card back, El Dorado's powers include super strength, flight, telepathy, and the ability to make things appear and disappear. However, in Super Friends, his superpowers were never so well defined. His superpowers seemed to suit what was ever needed for the situation. I would sometimes see him teleport by wrapping his cape around himself, create holograms, or shoot lasers from his eyes. Also, according to his card back, that some people speculate that he gained his powers because he is descended from Aztec sorcerers. Again, this says some people speculate, so his origin of his powers is also not well defined. So, El Dorado is a very mysterious character that nobody really knows anything about, and I would really love to see someone come along and actually do a comic book of El Dorado and really delve deep into the character and really give us a concrete definition of the character and his powers. Now, on to the figure review.
Now let's take a look at El Dorado and his packaging. The entire figure is easily seen in this nice clear bubble, which is very good for in-package collectors. At the top is the DC Universe logo. At the bottom it says Classics. On the right it says El Dorado Wave 18 Figure 2, and it's for adult collectors. And on the left is a nice logo of El Dorado. As I turn the package to the side, you can see it says Include your collect and connect figure piece. And it says that piece will be the upper torso, and it says the exact same thing on the other side. And if you look at the bottom of the package, you can see that Apache Chief's upper torso is there. When I turn the package to the back, at the top right, you can see El Dorado's biography, and on the left, you can see a nice photo of the figure. And below El Dorado's biography is his statistics. And at the bottom back of the package, on the left, you can see all the figures in the wave, and on the right, you can see your collect and connect figure, which is the Apache Chief. And at the bottom, it says, buy all 6 to build your collect and connect figure. Now let's free El Dorado from his plastic prison. Now let's take a look at El Dorado out of his packaging. Taking a look at El Dorado's sculpt, he has a very nice sculpt. He has a standard DC Universe Classics body. But what makes him unique is his head sculpt and his armor. I really like all the detail they put into his armor. For example, this bird on his chest, and this sun with a bird face on his belt. Unfortunately, just like Black Vulcan, Eldorado's gloves and boots are just painted on instead of sculpted. The armor and the cape are not sculpted onto the figure, but they are attached. Overall, it is a very nice sculpt, and it's a good representation of how Eldorado looked in Super Friends. Eldorado's paint is also really nice. It might be hard to see, but he does have blue in his hair. And as I turn Eldorado around to his back, you can see that he has shading on his cape. Unfortunately, however, there is no other shading on this figure. I really like the shiny metallic gold to use for his gloves, boots, and armor. However, the gold color on his gloves and boots is very close to the gold color on his armor, and I had wished that they used a more different color to help distinguish from the gold fabric and the gold armor. Although I do like the paint, it is not without its flaws. For example, there's a little scuff mark on the back of his cape here. And looking at his feet, as you can see on his left foot here, it's not completely painted, as compared to his right foot, which is. The gold armor is painted over a red plastic, so sometimes the red shows through. Overall, even though there are a few minor flaws, the paint is still well done. The colors used do a good job of representing the colors used on Super Friends. For articulation, Eldorado's head is standard articulation. It goes slightly up and down and all the way around. Eldorado has a ball jointed shoulder that goes out and in and all the way around. His arm swivels at the bicep that goes all the way around. His arm has a single joint at the elbow. His wrist swivels all the way around. His upper torso moves forward and back, hindered slightly by the armor. His waist swivels, also hindered by the armor. His leg has a hinge joint at the hip, and it moves out and in and back and forth. His leg swivels at the thigh, and it goes all the way around. His leg has a single joint at the knee, and a single joint at the ankle that goes back and forth. So his articulation is really nice, and you can get some really nice poses out of him. Eldorado's only accessory is the upper torso to Apache Chief, so I'm on my way to having an Apache Chief figure. And like Black Vulcan, unfortunately Eldorado does not come with a figure stand. When I compare Eldorado to Black Vulcan and Desaad, you can see that Eldorado is taller and bulkier than Desaad and about the same size as Black Vulcan. So overall, even though Eldorado has some minor flaws, he is still muy bueno. Eldorado has nice paint, nice sculpt, nice articulation, and I'm very happy to finally have an Eldorado figure in my Super Friends collection. So my final grade for Eldorado would have to be a B+. I got this figure from my good buddies at the CrazyKingsOfToys.com. They have toys from Marvel, DC, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Lego, Monster High, My Little Pony, Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, Littlest Pet Shop, Doctor Who, Dragon Ball Z, and many more. Visit their website at www.crazykingsoftoys.com. Remember, that is a crazy with a K. Come find out why they are so crazy. I'm Tony Beers, and I'll see you next time.